All right, everybody. Happy Hump Day Wednesday afternoon. Welcome to all of you. Yeah, I have a little bit of watermelon juice. I wasn't trying to have a wet t-shirt contest, wet watermelon juice, nor was I watermelon wrestling. Bottom line. You sure love that bottom line on the bottom of YouTube. Huh? You ever get the connection there? Rosie won, car dealer nothing. You know, those of you who were on my morning chooch today will remember I've had an epic battle with a car dealer here. I took my car in overnight. I needed to simply have my new key reprogrammed. I did everything under the sun. I read everything online. I read every YouTube video. How to program your new replacement key fob. Blah, blah, programming and nothing worked, okay? I had to bite the bullet. I dropped it off last night. I go to the service desk, and the guy's like, well, Rosie, you have a, I'm up here. Guy was quite smitten. He's like, you have a recall on that item too, a recall to fix item. It's the fan. The engine fan. Oh, okay, that sounds simple, right? You want to do that? I said, sure. You know, it's a recall item. How much is it going to cost me? It's not going to cost you anything. Well, at about 11 o'clock, well, maybe about 10 o'clock this morning, I get a call in, about 9:30 or so, that unfortunately we had a small problem here in the service department. In the process of taking off the fan, you have to remove things like the exhaust manifold. And the threads got all screwed up on that, and it's not usable anymore. And the good news is we're going to pay for the exhaust manifold. And let me tell you, Rosie girl, it's really expensive. I'm impressed. Okay. But we need to charge you for the 2 oxygen sensors that we have to replace. And they're about 230 bucks. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I took a key in to be programmed. Here we go. You know, I told the guy, well, am I going to be buying a dealership next or once? Or am I going to be buying a dealership next? Or what's the story here, Joe? And it didn't ring right to me. You know, so we got into the further discussions, and I said, because your technician, your mechanic, messed up this recall repair, I'm going to have to pay for also oxygen sensors too. Yeah, that's what we do down here. And I said, well, look, I said, I don't think that's right. I said, I don't think that's right at all, that I should have to pay for that. Because number one, it's a recall item. And if the dealership damages something in the process of doing a recall, it's up to the dealership to make that right. Talking about, well, it's just it would have happened if anybody tried to do this job, you know. It's so I said, in other words, what you're saying is that it's a manufacturing defect, or it's a poor initial part, so in which case Dodge should stand behind it, right? Simple reasoning. Oh, you know, that kind of floored him for a bit. And he had to get in touch with his service manager. He calls me back. Okay, you know, we're gonna eat it on the oxygen sensors. We're a great dealer. Let's get a little bit of a shake on that. We're a great dealer, right? Okay. Whatever you say. And then I say, broach the next topic. Well, he's like, that's gonna be back ordered. There's a small back order. We're gonna have to find it, track it down, another dealer. It's going to take a while. I said, okay, cool. I'm calling back later. I'm going to need a rental car. Oh, shit. You would have thought that I asked for the keys to Buckingham Palace. Oh, my God. Did you have that specifically in your purchase contract that you're supposed to, you know, you have the coverage? I said, no, but remember, it's a warranty item that went wrong in here. And you're responsible, the dealership, for making sure I still have transportation on what has been a simple item. I said, oh, I can't do that. So he started calling me sweetie. Like, sweetie, you call Chrysler customer service, Ram Dodge division, and you take it up with them. There's nothing more I can do. I get them on the phone, and they're like, I don't know. You know, the whole thing sounds kind of flaky to me. Let me get on the line with your service tech. You know, I don't know where they're located, down in Fresno or something like that. She gets back on the line. I don't think we're going to pay for this rental car. I don't know. It could have happened to anybody. And I'm like, it happened to me. Me, Rosie O'Kelly, an internationally known YouTube celebrity. Okay, she said, well, you can call the regional office here. Here's the number. I call the regional office and I talk to some gal in there. She's like, I don't know if I don't know if we can make this decision up here. This should have been done at the service level. She's like, you're probably going to have, now this is a rental car, probably $22 a day or something, right? She's like, you're probably going to have to take this up to the Western Region Manager of all service. I'm thinking, wow. I'm climbing high up the corporate ladder of Fiat Chrysler, right? I call the number and I get the Western Region Manager of everything, the Vice President for all service in the West. And I tell you, I'm a YouTube celebrity. It's cool, he's like, I'm a Mason, so that's cool. We're talking about stuff. And I told him the story, and he says, hold on a minute. He lays down the phone on the desk, okay? And he calls his secretary or something. He's like, you can hear him like, oh man, I hate, why do these calls come up to me? These folks should handle this bullshit on the local level. Why can't we just get this gal into a rental car? God, why do these calls come? And she's like, I don't know, I just answer the phone. So he says, Rosie, right, Rosie O'Kelly, yeah, it's like YouTube internationally. Yeah, he's like, I know, you're an internationally known, I get 10 calls them a week. And he's like, look, I'll set you up with a rental car. He gets on a three-way conversation. He punches in the guy at the local dealership. He's kind of ragging on him a little bit, like, do you know who I am? I'm the vice president for all service on the west coast of the United States, baby. And I go, oh, gee, Mr. Brannigan, I'm so sorry. Grovel like a little rat, he groveling like a rat. Sorry, Mr. Brannigan. I don't know. Don't you think the guy who's vice president? Don't you think this Rosie O'Kelly deserves better than this treatment? God, man, do you care about her image? And I got mercy, guys. I'm like, okay, all right, look, I said, Mr. Don, right? I said, Don, look, let's throttle back on Jake a little bit, okay? And he starts yeah, I guess so. I see this guy at the Christmas party and stuff, and he's kind of joking. I don't know if I like this guy and everything. Anyway, the bottom line is I am in a rental car for an initial 5-day period spanning over the holiday. Now, the good news is I ain't paying the tab for the rental car. Okay, I picked up a rental car. And you like my eyes? I picked up a rental car at Enterprise. Missy Jen drove me down for an initial 5-day period, but that's over on Labor Day. And like I was saying, guys, the good news is they're paying for it. So in their best interest, the meter's running on the dealer. How often does that happen in life? Take your time, baby. Let's go out front and see what I'm driving. By the way, our stop to the front, Missy Jen, what do you think are car dealers in general? Never mind. Remember Big Hoss in Missouri, promised you the moon, got you to sign a $3,000 service contract that was useless as tits on a bull, wasn't it? Because when you needed it, they denied everything that you ever tried to get done.
Possibly need under the sun.
And that shyster Big Hoss put you into a car and told you, hey, if you don't feel like that you can handle this thing, he said, darling, you bring this thing right back down here and I'll get you in something else. Well, what happened the day you went back?
Oh, I can't tell. He actually ran out the back door.
He ran out the back door. And he's gone over the hills. You can see him driving away, right?
And
there
they
goes
told
Big.
me that he was on vacation for the next 3 months.
Gone fishing, baby, for
fishing
3 months.
on
That's
Lake
it.
Ontario, yeah.
In other words, Big Hoss just dicked you and just went off, So that's what kind of man that was.
I wasted $3,000 that I could have really used.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money for you when
For
you're.
me, was and still is a lot of money
All right.
that I could have used to.
But the upside is you got a beautiful car. Of course, Missy Jen's well kept machine here. She keeps everything first
Yeah.
class. All right, Jen, I'm going to go out front and show them what the heck I'm driving out here, okay?
The positive thing out of the whole thing is I've learned a lesson.
Love your
Never
dealer?
Trust
A dealer.
car dealer. Period.
Especially used car and warranty and
As
all
soon
that
as
kind
you
of
walk into the door, clench tight.
Yeah, unless you're a fighter. If you're a person like Jen's not a very
Know
aggressive
what
kind
you
of person.
want and have a strategy before you go in.
But I'm saying you're a nice person. You don't generally get in people's
no
grill.
more nice guy.
Yeah,
When
there you
I'm
go.
going in, I already know what I want. And bottom line.
That's bottom line. Let's go out front and check it out what I'm driving. You got to stand your ground, guys. You got to be prepared to rattle a few cages and take it up till you reach a point where somebody thinks, why did this thing get up to my level? So it looks like I'm driving a 2019 Nissan Sentra here. I'm going to have it at least through Labor Day, I reckon. And then they'll probably extend 5 days. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping the whole thing is going to be wrapped up. It's got the push button start. I've never had one of them before, but it's a nice, it's a nice vehicle. Rides pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So, like I said, it's not costing me anything at all. They're picking up the whole deal, the whole shebang. I've locked it up. It's nice inside. It's comfortable. It's got comfortable seats and everything. So I'm pretty happy. I'm not paying anything for it, and I don't rightly think I should pay for something that was either A, a manufacturing defect, or B, more likely, a service technician that was a little clumsy doing his job. Let's wrap it up. That's my story, and I am sticking to it. Stand up for yourself. Don't be ground underfoot by these car dealers, particularly when they make a mistake. You know, when you make a mistake or you need mercy, what do they do to you? I'm Rosie, I'm a nice person. Just treat me with respect and take care of me, right? Woo. All right, guys, lesson learned. Rosie 1, car dealer 0. Thanks, everybody. Thumbs up are appreciated.